All right, guys. All right, so we're back to it. All right, so at this point, you guys probably already created your Google Ads account. And after you created your account, it's going to look something like this. All right, as soon as you get on the other side of just putting in your personal information, here we are. All right, so this is this account right here. This is pretty much like an older account. We're just going to kind of use this to play on. This is an account that we use for one of our moving companies that we have. So without further ado, we're going to get into it, guys. So we're going to show you how to create Google ad campaigns utilizing ChatGPT. All right. So, like I said, this is pretty much what your interface will look like. All right. So the first thing that you'll do once you get here, you want to create a new campaign. You see on the front where this blue button right here says new campaign. All right. You can either go there or you can go on the left where it says campaigns and you can click there. And then you can click this blue button right here as well. All right. So let me see. I want you guys to see a fresh campaign. So we'll refresh this. All right. So this is what your account will look like when there are no campaigns. All right. So hide that. Hide that. All right. So we're going to hit the plus button. All right. After you hit the plus button, you're going to hit new campaign. All right. Here we are. All right. So the first thing is, what is your campaign objective? All right. So as we see, there are a lot of different objectives, but what if you do not know what objective to use for your company, right? You may not know what objective to use for your business, okay? So without further ado, let's get ChatGPT involved. All right, so it's all about the type of questions that you ask ChatGPT. All right, so what is the best campaign objective? What is the best campaign objective to use for a Google Ads campaign for a moving company? All right, so guys, we're going to use a moving company for an example. That's the business we're going to kind of utilize in this example, so I can kind of give you guys the best, the best example. All right. So what is the best campaign objective to use for a Google Ads campaign for a moving company? We're going to hit that enter button and see what we come up with. All right. So the best campaign objective. However, in general, the following objectives can be effective for a moving company. So first it said the best campaign objectives to use for a Google Ads campaign for a moving company would depend on the specific goals, which is correct. So the objectives that they gave us was lead generation, website traffic, and conversions, right? So lead generation, if we're looking to generate leads, right? If we want somebody to fill out a form, right? We would do that. Website traffic, if we're trying to drive traffic to a website, all right, to increase its online presence. Or conversions, if we're looking to, encourage potential customers to take a specific action, right? Such as requesting a quote or a booking a move, right? So technically we're trying to do all of these things, right? So there's really no wrong one, but if you are new to Google Ads, this is a great way for you to really know which way and which direction to go. All right. So if we come over here, what options we have? We have sales, right? We have leads, we have website traffic. right? Product brand consideration, brand awareness and reach, app promotion, local store visits and promotion, create a campaign without a goal guidance. All right. So technically, we can use a few different ones. We can do sales, we can do leads, we can do website traffic. All right. So technically, any business wants to drive sales, right? So that's kind of like the first one that anyone will want to choose. All right. So we'll use sales. All right. And sales is very similar to conversions. All right. I know it doesn't say the word conversion, but sales is pretty much a conversion. So we hit sales. All right. And these are the conversion goals to improve your sales. So these are pretty much conversions that pretty much was already kind of set up. We'll kind of get into conversion setups in a next video. But for now, we'll kind of move past that. All right. So type of campaign, select the campaign type, right? So what is the best type of campaign for conversion? All right. So technically, right, just like ChatGPT said, it depends on our goal. All right. So when it comes to moving services, most customers or potential customers, they go on Google, the Google search, and they type in moving services, moving companies, things of that nature. So technically, we will want to show up in the search section. All right. So that's the one we're going to choose. All right. Select the ways you would like to reach your goals. Of course, we want website visits. Of course, we want phone calls. Of course, we want store visits, right? So we're going to type in our moving company website. I'm going to pull it up right here. Copy and paste that. All right, the phone number. All right, I'm going to hit. It's the phone number. All right. Campaign, we'll just type in test. All right. So, bidding. What do you want to focus on? Right? We got conversions, we got conversion value, right? We got clicks and we got impressions. All right. So, this question just depends on, once again, our goal, right? So, whenever it comes to sales, right? Whenever it comes to sales, of course, you can either do conversions, which is the best, or you can do clicks, or you can do impression shares. Conversions is pretty much the amount of times that actual action is being completed on your website. And then we have clicks, the amount of times that people are clicking on your ad. Impressions, the amount of times that people are actually not technically seeing the ad, but the amount of times the ad is being shown, right? But we'll just click on conversions. All right. All right. So location. So location, it technically depends on where you are located, right? Technically depends on where you're located. All right. So for me, our moving company, one of our locations that we're going to use an example for is in Florida. All right. It's actually in Destin, Florida. Covers the whole Okaloosa County area. All right. So just for an example, I'm just going to type in the city, Destin, Florida. All right. Boom. So that's the location we're going to focus on. All right. So kind of go back up to the top. So it's giving us the options for networks. All right. So now it says all networks recommended. All right. So it includes all Google search partners, includes all Google display network partners and things of that nature. It kind of tells you what that means here. Now, I technically sometimes don't like to run it all on networks. Sometimes I like to choose the networks because basically what I particularly wanted to do is I want the ad to run specifically on Google. Now, when you select the Google search partners and the Google display networks, you're allowing Google to place your ad on other people's websites, right? So technically, when people that have an AdSense account. So if you ever went on Google on someone's website, you're scrolling on their website, and then on that website you see ads on the website. That is a Google partner. Why? How are they a Google partner? Because they have an AdSense account. So basically, they are allowing Google to place ads on their website, right? So technically, that could be a good thing if Google is doing the right thing in placing your ad on a website that makes sense for your campaign. But if that's not the case, then that could waste your budget. Right now, display networks and Google search partners, they do work. That's why it's saying that your conversions can be increased by 8%. But sometimes, and this is just my opinion, sometimes I feel like Google is trying to spend your money the best they can. Right? So this is optional, but I'm just going to select no. All right, so we got our location. All right, language, we're just gonna kind of keep it English. All right, so on to the good stuff. Artists, audience segments. All right, so what audience segment do I choose? What if you don't know what that means, right? So basically, an audience segment is pretty much, you choosing the type of people that you want your ad to be in front of. So this is also another good option to get ChatGPT involved. All right. So what audience segments are best for a Google Ads campaign for a moving company? All right. So there are several audience segments that can be effective for a Google Ads campaign for a moving company. Here are some examples. All right. So we got in-market audiences, custom intent audiences, demographic targeting, all right, remarketing audiences, similar audiences. All right. So technically right here for audience segments, all right, there are different types, right? So audience segments, they have in-market audiences. So we're just going to kind of focus on the in-market one. All right. So in-market audiences are users that have demonstrated an active interest in moving services. This audience segment is created based on user behaviors such as searches, clicks, website visits, right? So let's get more in depth. What are the best in-market audiences for a Google Ads campaign for a moving company? Wow. So this is pretty much giving us the words, the phrases that we should choose for our company. Moving home services. All right, so let's copy and paste and let's see what pops up. All right, so let's see, home services. So basically it's telling us these are some good options inside of These are some good options to choose within the home service and in-market section. All right, so it doesn't actually show us the word home service, but it's showing us that this particular category is great for moving companies, right? So inside of here, I can choose home improvement. All right, some of these might not technically be very close to what I need. General contracting and remodeling services, that could be a particular one. All right, what else? Real estate. Let's try real estate. Boom, real estate shows up. And then what else shows up? We got residential properties, houses, residential properties for sale, new houses. These are some awesome great ones because anybody that's searching for apartments, new houses, guess what? They're looking to move. All right. So this is even for rent, for sale or for rent. So vacation. Well, no, not vacation. You know, you normally don't need a if you're going on vacation, you normally want to hire a moving company. So these are some great options. What else? Home improvement, we got that one already. Apartment and rental properties, self-storage. Self-storage, that's definitely one. Let's see if that pops up. Let's see. So looks like it is not popping up. Let's just try storage. All right, so nothing. Oh, home storage and Shelby. Yep. So, moving and relocation. That'll be a good one. All right. So, technically, guys, homeowners. Now, this is a demographic section, right? Now, remember up here was telling us about demographic targeting, right? So, but this is definitely a great start, guys. Like, look at all the great audience segments we was able to add to our campaign. So this is great for someone that doesn't really understand their industry. But even if you understand the industry, getting insight from a machine like ChatGPT is magnificent. All right, so this is a great method, guys. Great method. All right. So we'll kind of go from there, but I just really wanted to kind of give you guys some great insight so you guys know the best direction to choose from. More settings. Let's see. I really don't mess with this section right here. We'll kind of leave that alone. We'll leave this as is and we'll go to the next. All right, guys. So this ends this module. All right. So the next module, as you see, we will be getting into keywords. All right. Till next time.